Well, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making these beautiful Christmas ornaments, but they're not just for Christmas, they're for any season, and you can hang them up anywhere, not just for trees. So to begin, we're going to be using some polymer clay. You're going to knead it until it's nice and soft, roll it into a nice little rope, cut it into little pieces, roll them up into little balls, and then with the end of a thin paintbrush or a pencil, whatever you have in hand, you're going to press down on the ball. Now we have these little beautiful mushroom caps. So with this tool, I'm not sure what it's called, the miniature sculpting knife, we're going to go ahead and start making the gills for the mushrooms. So we have the gills here. We have a bunch of mushroom caps ready to go. So I'm just using some old, it's an old contour kit. You can use makeup, you can use chalk, you can use pastel chalk, whatever you have in hand, and we're going to go ahead and brush them up onto the mushroom caps. So now the caps are ready to go. We're going to go ahead and add some details. I have some white acrylic paint here with my little ball tool, and I'm just going to dab on the white paint on top of mushroom caps. So now the mushroom caps look like they're ready to go, and it's time to make the stem for the mushrooms. So the stems, that's the easy part. You just roll up a really thin rope, and you're gonna add a little wire. I'm just using regular copper wire, and you're just gonna place the little piece of wire right in the middle of the flattened rope. And I have some liquid Sculpey here to glue it all together. We're gonna go ahead and cover up the wire. The wire is just meant to make the stems a lot stronger and they hold a lot better when they bake. So now we have a very strong stem for our mushroom. Now to make the pendant or charm ornament, whatever you want to call it, we have a blackened brass hoop, we have a little bit of polymer clay, and I have some angel aura amethyst cluster pieces here. We're going to create a little charm ornament thingy, cover it up with some polymer clay, and now we can stick on the mushroom stems. And also we're going to add the cap on the stem, and as we add on the little mushrooms, we're also going to be adding some moss. So I have my little homemade stipple tool here. I can link a video when I make one soon because I have a huge request on how to make those things. They're really easy, so stick around for new videos. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and use the chalk that I used, or the makeup, whatever you want to use for the stems, and you just start layering up the mushrooms however you want to make it. It's up to you. Use your imagination. Now we're going to add in some moss. We're going to use the moss to keep the mushrooms in place. Also, the copper wire in the stem gives it a good hold. And now it's time to bake, but I baked them too long, and I baked them in a toaster oven this time, which was my first try, and of course, as you can see, I failed. I burnt the charms, but luckily they're not too burnt and they're still durable, so I got really lucky. So let's start painting them, okay? Just pretend they're not burnt. It's fine. It's supposed to look like that. So we have some acrylic paint. I'm using these two colors, brown and beautiful olive green. And we're going to make the moss look really pretty, make it look more realistic. Now I'm adding a little bit of lime green to give it a little bit of highlights and a a little 3D look, you know. And also, if you notice, I did repaint the inside of the gills just to make it look a little more alive. So to finish it off, we have some polyurethane. This stuff is wonders for polymer clay. It just gives it a beautiful glaze, a beautiful finish. And I put a thick layer on there, and now they're complete. So now we have these little charms. You can give them to your friends. You can create some, give them out as gifts. You can create it for yourself. You can hang them on trees. You can hang them in your car. You can do whatever you want to do with them. So thank you for watching. Hope you make them. And have a good rest of the year, guys. Bye.